What is up, guys? This is the Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What's up? What's up?
So much wrestling, so
I
little
know so
time.
much. I didn't even get to see all of it, man. Damn.
So you got the G1 special. It just aired yesterday in Texas.
Okay. Now, what is
Sad.
that? Is that like a pay-per-view type of
Yeah.
deal?
Well, it's a preview. It's like the beginning of the G1 tournament. So they'll have some big matches. They'll have some title defenses there, and they'll probably have a lot of tag teams with the people that are part of the A and B brackets.
So, damn, those dudes have to wrestle on that, and then they have to do the G1.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
G1 starts later this week, and that goes back into Japan.
Hats off to them, man. That's a lot of wrestling, man.
Yeah, so they did their Texas show, which sadly the audience wasn't as big as they wanted it to be. It didn't sell out, but
Oh, really?
they gave a really good show. Yeah, it did not sell out. Um, I think the fact that there was a lot of non wrestling. This is the thing is when you have those big American names, those are reasons why a lot of people will go to these shows, and you didn't have really much. And Moxley was not going to be part of that show. Um, Most of the big like names they usually get from other companies weren't part of the show, so that kind of hurt them in ticket sales.
Well, they need to get some. They need to get some cross appeal stars that are like staying, because a
Yeah,
lot of people leave. I noticed
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like a lot of people stay for like 2 years max, and then they're gone.
But this is the thing with New Japan, and they do it smart. Is that's the reason why they don't do so many American shows. Because if they sell out, they sell out. They don't, they don't. But they don't really take a hit on their money when it comes to that because they kind of even their self out when they do these American shows.
Okay.
So because the new one in New York sold out, that sold
And
out.
that
Like,
was weird, huh?
that was in MSG.
Oh, that was the one that was going on during the entire like wrestling weekend. That was
Yeah,
WrestleMania, those shows. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So I think what happened with this one, which they try to jump. So WWE originally had a pay per view this week,
Really?
and that was supposed to be in Dallas, and that's because the whole Saudi Arabia thing they pushed everything back. That's why
Okay.
that's why
Okay.
Extreme Rules is in Philly. That's why Stomping Ground was kind of awkward because it was not planned. It was
Okay.
fast planned. So I think what happened was New Japan set to do the pay per view around the time where WWE's crowd was in Dallas. So as long as WWE has maybe a sold out crowd in Dallas, they most likely they will have a sold out because who like they usually people when they do those they'll book the whole week of wrestling events.
hmm That makes
So
sense.
so I think that's what hurt them in that way because WWE was there like last week. They weren't there this week.
Okay. Understood.
So
Understood.
the Monday Night Raw was in Dallas, then Tuesday SmackDown was in San Antonio. So they were here, they were there, but they were there like a week in advance. So a lot of
Now,
the crowds was died out.
do you know if any of these wrestling companies have figured a thing out for like lifelong fans, like a package with like a hotel or some shit? Because like if you're a traveling fan, like I can imagine this would be crazy for you to keep up.
Sometimes they do that. I know WWE does that.
Really?
Yeah, they have package deals. Like say for WrestleMania, they'll have like all 4 nights and hotel stay and all that included.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be like
cool.
it'll be like say like 16, $1,700, but everything's included. Like
Yeah, but it makes a lot of sense to do that. I'm
yeah,
sure. I'm sure.
so like
Well, look, let me not even say because if you have your way of getting around, you could probably find a way to do it for cheaper. But I'm like, that doesn't even sound that
no,
bad.
honestly, to be honest with you, like honestly, me and Minion was looking into going to Tampa for WrestleMania this year,
Okay.
for next year, because our buddy Aaron, which we call Michael on the show,
Mm-hmm.
he just moved to Atlanta, so we was thinking about going there and then driving down to Tampa
Okay. Good stuff.
and going to the events. So, but I told him like honestly, we could get a package deal, and it may cost a little more, but it might be more beneficial because one, you get the Hall of Fame, you get Raw, you get SmackDown, you get WrestleMania, you get NXT Takeover, all in a package deal.
Wow, I got you
And
now.
they usually are really good seats. They usually not the shitty seats either. They're like the ones that you take home a fucking chair.
And that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, yo, if we save up now, and I think the tickets go on sale in November, if we put like $100, maybe every check on the
Mm-hmm.
side, and then we could go, and then all we had to do, honestly, me and you could go into a car if we want to take your car, or we could rent a car together.
Mm-hmm.
That gas is included, and we could just drive,
Nice, nice.
take vacation time, and just drive down there. I usually take WrestleMania vacation anyway, so I was like, either way, it doesn't work for me because I always take that week off.
Gotcha. Makes a lot of sense.
hmm So that's something in the plan. But they WWE, I know for a fact, does package deals. I know WWN has done it too, like with Evolve and Shine Wrestling is.
Okay.
I know for a fact because one of the guys that are on the that follow us on the, or well, he's actually one of the men's on the Wrestling Babble page.
Okay.
Charlie, when he came for, I think it was WrestleMania week over here. WWN was offering a ticket pass that gave you all the tickets for every single show for like $300. So you had like 6 shows for $300,
Awesome. That's really cool.
and you got all the meet and greets, and you got everything included.
Cool. Now, do you
So
know if like when it's those type of big special weekends, do they get a lot of crossover from like people from other shows?
yeah, you get a lot of people that like I know Evolve gets a lot of NXT guys. So usually NXT guys usually do a lot of shows with Evolve. During that week, I think it was Street Profits.
Wow.
You had Vernon Williams there, and you had
Wow. Okay.
Babaduki or
Well, Baba Tunde.
Babatune. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was
Yes.
there. He was there that week that we went too,
Yes. Okay. Cool.
and he gotten a lot better. I'll tell you that much.
Good. Good stuff.
And
Man.
he's a he's a big dude that can move.
Now, see, I'm fairly new to him. What was he before he got
He
there? Was he a wrestler or like was he something else?
Well, Babatune was a wrestler, but he used to be Leo Rush's bodyguard in NXT.
Gotcha.
But they never aired that on TV. They only did it through skits and live shows. They never actually put it on TV.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Let me ask, do you know if that stuff was on like a DVD somewhere?
What the
Stuff they didn't air, but that actually was filmed?
Nah, well, he filmed like on his like live stream and shit like that, and people filming. Yeah.
Okay. They were doing like a thing for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Like he's carrying Leo Rush on his shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
going into the ring and shit.
Gotcha.
Which I think it would have worked perfectly if they actually used Leo Rush in NXT, but then Leo Rush always got himself in trouble. So
It's the curse of the call up. It's a 50-50 dice roll, man.
Nah, it was even before got called up. It was more that he said that thing about Emma getting fired, and that's where he first got his heat.
I remember that. That's true.
And a lot of people didn't like that shit, and he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because of that.
So why did he? What? I think they probably thought money talks. They were like controversy with this guy. He could have been a good thing. That's probably why.
I think it was also like the person that really vouched for him and really pushed for getting him in was Velveteen Dream.
Mm-hmm.
That
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's like one of his best friends in the business, and they were tag team partners in Maryland and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And and then again, Leo Rush, talent wise, amazing wrestler. He can fucking go toe to toe with anybody. He can sell himself. He can sell himself like he pretty much was like Floyd Mayweather in the wrestling wise.
I
Like
get it.
character wise and everything like those. He was money for character.
Yeah.
But when it came to the politics and the attitude backstage, he was not good with that. And he had to learn to control himself. He had to learn to be more respectful. And that was something that he lacked.
I got you.
Like
and also, that's the other thing that comes with a lot of the younger talent too, because that dude was like 23.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
Yep.
Sad to see it, but hope he's on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, he went back to Maryland. He's doing his things in Maryland. But shit, if we go to more Evolve shows and stuff like that, there's a big chance that he might show up to those. I know he just showed up to ROH.
Really? Okay.
And he had a big thing in ROH, so hopefully they use him well in ROH as well.
Gotcha. I hear you. But so what's going on this week, Mark? Besides the New Japan stuff. Oh, did you get to watch any of the show?
I watched most of the G1. I have not. I heard Will Ospreay and who he fought. They had a really good match. I did not get to watch any of it. I probably watch it tomorrow when I get time to really sit down and watch it. Because today I probably won't watch it.
Uh, yo, man, what do you think? Do you think in real life for the wrestling community that it would be a good thing if Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins fought for charity?
Yes,
I would like to see it.
100%.
I would love to see that.
WWE, do it for Connor's Cure.
Yeah. Yes.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, or anyone like just, or you know what? Do one of those cool things where a winner gets to pick their favorite charity or what have you.
But then that would be a match that will not have a winner.
I know what you mean. You got to
Yeah.
lose. Everybody has to lose.
No. I think that if they did it for like a winner for charity, that would be a match that you won't get a winner because the WWE is not going to say no to a charity in that sense either. So they're going to have,
No, look,
yeah,
you know, I know, but they
yeah,
will say at the end, "Oh no, we're still gonna donate" or something like that if
yeah.
stuff were to lose. So no, I get that, but it's still just do it for a good reason, but just because people want to see it.
Oh, I love to see it too. And honestly, I like the fact that they owned up to each other's stuff and they apologized and it was like, all right, I'm a big fan of you, big fan of you. They're like, oh, so
I
sweet.
like I like the timing of all this stuff because Osprey was on ENC last week,
Mm-hmm.
well, rather the week before. Also, if you haven't heard the one with R Truth this past Friday,
That was fucking great.
that was probably their best episode. Oh my god, Truth is so good. I hope they do that thing with the sitcom that he
Yeah,
said where he's the buddy sleeping on the couch trying
yeah,
to get his music off the ground. Oh, he mentioned Tommy from Martin, and that made me so happy. Our Truth is so good.
yeah,
But like I was saying, with Osprey and them, like they had a really cool conversation, and it was like, yeah, it was just chilling and chatting. It wasn't really a big deal, and I'm kind of sad it had to end in a Seth Rollins apology. But I get, number one, he's in character as well as being just a good dude.
yeah,
Because it's also he's not a heel champion, so I get it.
yeah,
I understand. There's no real reason for him to say anything. The money thing is also taking a jab, which is like if you can't take that as a joke, I don't know what to say to you.
yeah,
But it's cool on multiple levels. How if it's just him being nice, it's cool.
yeah,
But if it's him being the character, the champion, Seth Rollins, that's also cool. So it never breaks the little thing they had going back and forth. I just wish it did end in a match. That
yeah.
would be really
Me
cool.
too.
Damn, that Truth episode was real good though.
Yeah, that was really good.
This is some funny stuff.
I listened to my Major Wrestling Figure podcast.
I
I
did
always
too.
do.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the show.
Mhm.
I'm really trying to get to that live cast. I think I'm gonna do it. What I'm thinking of doing though is getting tickets for Monday Night Raw.
And that's what
It's in
what time
Nassau.
frame is gonna do that?
It's right next to the bar they're gonna be at
Oh,
because
I understand.
Monday Night Raw's in Long Island.
Okay. But you
It's
see,
Nassau.
they do one here too. They
They
do
did,
Caroline's
they
too.
did Caroline's, but they're not gonna do it now. So I kind of want to go to that
Yeah,
one.
oh, you mean the next one's not
So,
gonna be there.
like, say for
Okay.
instance, you buy a ticket and then you can't make the show. If you email them, they'll send you all the stuff that you get for the ticket as well.
Oh, how about
Like
that?
they're doing like they do a lot of good fan service and that stuff. But I actually really want to go to the cast. I really want to go. So I'm trying to win a ticket. So if I win the ticket,
Well,
then
dude, I saw the broski. I saw the All American broski you had.
yeah. Oh
Now,
yeah.
I
That came
mean,
in the
listen,
mail.
get that sign. If you're
Yeah.
gonna go, take that shit with you.
And yeah, I'm taking that and Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, did you watch another cool thing about that show was like I remember the YouTube channel
Yeah,
and they had that video when they went to Japan.
yeah, that was actually a pretty cool one.
That was a cool video. And when they went to the restaurant to get the jacket,
Yeah,
and you see all those pictures, dude. Like I've always heard about it,
yeah,
and because I think Cole Cabana mentioned it when he got his, and so he talked about it, and so I knew what it was and that it existed, but just to see it, like that's really fucking cool.
yeah. And it's a rite of passage. Like you have everyone from Hogan to
Oh yeah, Hogan from the top
Antonio
to the bottom, yeah.
Antonio Inoki to fucking
And that store they went to,
that store was cool.
that store was awesome. And then I love how in the background I was playing John Cena's CD.
Yeah.
That was so funny. He was like, "Please don't see me."
Um,
But like, I just want to say, make sure you bring whenever you do go to see them, bring a Kurt Hawkins thing to get signed too, because that was also pretty cool to see that fan's reaction
yeah.
to like, oh man, look, he's got real fans, man.
Hmm?
They really love him, man. Even though
Yeah.
he's got, what is it, the longest losing streak in history?
But he made that losing streak work.
This is true. This is true.
He worked that losing streak. It wasn't the fact that it was just a losing streak. No, he was great at it. He
I
gave good
just,
matches with it.
you know what? The only thing that I'll say that could have made it better would have been more of those. What was it? Kurt facts? What
Yeah.
was the name of it? Like it had a name, something facts.
Oh yeah, Kurt facts.
And if they would have just kept those facts coming, because for every win he had for every loss he had a fact, that would have been even better.
I feel like they failed the character, as in he was kind of a douchey character, but they tried to make him a baby face at first, and that was something that he should have just been a douchey heel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when he became a heel, I think he would have been better. And you had him cheat with the stick that he had and everything like that. I think it would have been better.
Cheat and still lose.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Curt Hawkins, and then you realize also the behind the things is the fact that the wrestlers he is responsible for, like MJF is his student. He trained him and things like that. So when you actually realize what he does as the creator of pro wrestling, he's the owner of that school, and that's his school. And yeah, you see a lot of people coming up from there, and like you had Austin Theory and a couple other people, and I'm like, oh shit.
And that guy that you just mentioned, him, you went to the Evolve show, right?
Yeah.
And he's their champion?
Yeah.
And okay, well, yeah.
And those are Curt Hawkins' guys.
Gotcha.
And
doing big things.
Yeah, like again, like I like that, and I think, and also he's a Jets fan, and I'm a Jets fan, so he understands my sadness.
Oh man, is that just all New York teams?
No,
except for like the hockey teams.
Yankees.
Oh,
Yankees Yankees got like 28 championships, so there's not a lot of sadness.
You're right. Yes.
Knicks, sadness. Brooklyn's gonna be good.
Do we claim? Well, now we have to because they're Brooklyn, but like before, we couldn't really claim the Nets.
No, then they were New Jersey.
Well, although when Jason Kidd was on the team, people was claiming the Nets.
Yeah, I like the Nets. I like the Nets, especially when Kidd was there. They were actually good. I liked their color scheme too.
Yeah, but it was basically red, white, and blue, but with a little bit of silver on it.
It was gray. It was gray, blue, navy blue, and red.
Oh, you mean the latter year? I know what you mean. That was the away team colors.
Yeah, I liked the gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah. But because if you look at the WrestleMania gear, it was New York Jets.
Yeah, his all green bodysuit.
Yeah, it was New York Jets.
Yeah, I know people, but I've heard, but it does look weird to somebody who doesn't know what the hell that is.
Yeah,
like why is he not matching with his partner?
Yeah, that was a lot of things. People started bitching too. I was like, maybe like I sent them something that they could actually mix together with, and I did the Heart Foundation get up the color
they can't do it now because whatchamacallit, the Singer brothers are doing anything.
Yeah, but no, but I did. I just used their current costumes, but I put like the colors of the major wrestling podcasts.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And then I just gave them leather jackets, like the Heart Foundation. And they work cool. Like they actually have matching like jean jackets. They
have the shirt. They have the shirts now. But I saw recently, don't they have gear to match the shirts?
Yeah,
it's like a black and orange color scheme. I see. Yeah. So they're trying. But I do like that. It was literally at WrestleMania. They were tributing two different things.
Yeah,
one was Christian and one was the Jets. That was hilarious.
I loved it. I liked them. And honestly, I marked out when they won.
I mean, a lot of people did. I was happy, but like that now we're recovering ? From them going on that spiral of, hey, they're there, but what are they doing? Because they're starting to do more stuff. So
I wish they get more a more serious tone with the tag team division, because I think they could fit right into that tag team division. Yeah. I think their matches were very underrated. Like Dumb vs. Revival was actually really good old school wrestling match. It's not like they're not like high flying. They're very traditional old school wrestlers, especially Curt Hawkins. Curt Hawkins is straight up a traditional old school wrestler, and I think they do some good work with them. I would like to see them work with the Usos. I would like to see them work with the New Day. I would like to see them work with everybody, because I think they are a great tag team in that sense. And they're veterans, and that's kind of something you want in that tag team division. That's something you want to build a tag team division around too, is the fact that you want to have these personalities with these tag teams, and you really want to understand these tag teams as well. Like you want to Like just how you like your favorite wrestlers, single wrestlers. You kind of wanted the same thing with the tag teams. It's just
Hmm.
that you connect them together and not separate.
That's true. Yeah, and I noticed though, but since and I guess we could talk about this more later with the quote unquote new era that's going on, right now.
Yeah,
It seems like somebody's putting them to work, so that's good.
that's good.
I
Yeah.
like that.
So this week was started the beginning of Paul Heyman's run on Raw and Bischoff's run on SmackDown. You're
Hmm.
not going to get them as TV personalities.
Well, yeah, Heyman's just gonna be Heyman regardless, because
Yeah,
that's just
Heyman.
what he is.
The only time you're going to see Heyman on TV is when he's Brock Lesnar's
Advocate, yeah.
advocate. That's the only time you're gonna. He even said it. That's the only time you're gonna see me on TV. He says the GM position is very played out, and it goes directly to always the same thing, being the heel and everything like that. And he doesn't want that. So you're not gonna see him on TV.
Hmm.
But where
And we
you are,
already have the authority figure running amok now
yeah.
in Shane McMahon making matches and
And
whatnot.
now,
So,
what they're doing is they're gonna make him reap what he sold, and like little by little, he's gonna get his.
hmm
And that's fine. Like Bischoff is not going to be on TV as well. He's not going to be a TV personality whatsoever. He's doing everything backstage.
yes,
They're in the gorilla position with McMahon running the show.
it makes a lot of sense to do something.
And
You know,
it was Bischoff's idea for Kofi to flip off Joe. It
I like the
was
camera work too, because they trying to. You can
hide it.
see like there's a way to do it, and that's a
Yeah,
pretty different way to do it. Like
yeah.
now, here's the thing though, you can't just keep doing it.
No,
You gotta every time it has to be some new type of way to get a certain way to bring in the edginess they want
yeah,
in a slightly hidden way. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be smart about it every time you do it.
yeah.
That's all I'm
Because
saying.
now everyone, oh, they're leaving PG. Like if they're gonna leave
No,
PG, that's
yeah,
fine. Leave PG, but don't do it all out.
yeah,
Like
no. There's a smart way to do it.
do things that make sense into the storyline, not
It's
like
Here's my comparison I'm drawing to what they could do. You know how you like the Japanese version of the Power Rangers, which is Super Sentai,
yeah,
right? The thing that you keep telling me every time you watch them is how they don't insult the audience's intelligence.
yeah,
There's a way to do adult humor even for children.
yeah.
If they can do it, WWE can do it.
Shrek is famous for that.
And that if anybody could make a movie that's rated G or PG and still make the parents laugh,
Yeah,
WWE can do it.
yeah,
They just have to be smart about it. And this past week, these two shows show that they're trying to be smart about it, and I like that.
yeah. And
You know,
I think both shows were. I give Raw a slight edge of being somewhat the better show this
yeah,
week.
yeah, because SmackDown didn't really feel too different.
Because like, I love we got full heel turn of AJ Styles. I think that's genius.
That was the moment of the week, I think.
I feel like I feel like you need more established heels, and that's something they have, but they don't have. They don't have the established part of the heel. They have heels. They don't have the established heel.
You're
And
right.
I think AJ is that established heel. And the same thing along with the club. But now you have to really step up the club. You got to push the club and maybe get them a tag team run while AJ is on top with as a champion as well. You really have to push this team now. Like look at the Undisputed Era. Now that's exactly how you got to book them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and again, they're not just tacky heels, kind of. They're legitimately smart heels that you should fear because of their skill set,
Yeah,
like all around. That's the thing I like about AJ being a heel.
yeah,
That's the thing I like about the Undisputed Era. I mean, even to an extent, when it started, that's what I liked about Nakamura,
yeah.
was even around a language barrier, a smart heel is a smart heel, and that's a good thing to
Yeah.
have.
And it's more about the how he controls the crowd than him
Yes. Yeah.
just talking. No, you have to control the crowd, and I think Nakamura was great at controlling the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We had some really good stuff off of it as well. We had the Braun
Yeah, Braun
Strowman,
being Braun. That's all I
Braun and
want.
Bobby Lashley, and I think that's what really pushed their match now for Extreme Rules to be something to watch. Is the fact that they both went through this thing and a lot of fireworks came out of it.
Yeah, a comical amount, which I think was like one. It was like for me it was funny, but I know for everybody else that needs a little bit of like I want pizzazz to the show. We're
Yeah,
like, all right, see, you got what you wanted. Now would you please shut up? But the reason I was happy, it wasn't the greatest match. It was what it was. It's not like the whole damn thing came down, so it wasn't really something to be like, holy shit. Even
yeah.
though Corey Graves said holy shit.
And that was great because that would be your reaction when this shit
And
like
so I'm
that
saying.
happens.
But like the reason I like it is just because that's the reason why I thought they introduced that character was for him to do things that are just like, okay, we're gonna have one guy dedicated to doing unreal stuff. That's his corner. Let him do it,
Yeah,
right? And they've been away from that for so long,
yeah.
and now they're finally back on track. I like it.
I like it.
Remember, he tried to kill Brock Lesnar with a grappling hook,
Yeah,
dude. Like he ran over. No, he survived being hit with a semi truck. Like the things that they involve him in are ridiculous and silly, but they were done well. And this is the stuff I if you're gonna have him, fuck it, just do it. Because you ain't gonna make him champ, right? So
yeah.
might as well let him do what he do.
I did like the Samoa Joe Viking Raiders versus New Day. I think the
Mm-hmm.
Viking Raiders Samoa Joe looked like a good fit for him.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a good match. I like the fact that the Viking Raiders just want to fight people. They're not really a heel or face. They just
Yeah, and I also like
fuck
that
you
Joe's
up.
an asshole. He's
Yeah.
just gonna attack Kofi's friends. Why not?
So Joe's shorts look like he put too much bleach in his laundry and it faded away. He didn't use the
Shit.
good color detergent.
Hey man, that's the travel life right there. Sometimes you over bleach.
Yeah. Lacey Evans, Natty, I didn't really care for, to be honest with you.
I'm trying to think of anything that really went down with those two. No, but they had a
Oh,
little promo segment.
Corbin helped her win.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she pulled the leg. She pulled what you call it like.
WWE, can you stop the 2 out of 3 falls?
Yeah, but see, that's what I told you. It's becoming obvious now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That TV rule or whatever is becoming obvious.
2 out of 3 falls. You really gotta stop that because it's getting kind of annoying. But it was a decent match between Miz and Elias.
I like it. I like it. Their feud hasn't gotten stale to me.
I liked seeing Mike Kanellis and Marie Kanellis. It's
That
just
was good. It was good to hear him talk
it was weird.
for
It
more
went
than
weird.
like a 2 minutes when he was just being a dick to Drake Maverick,
Yeah.
which they ended up still doing. He went back to 205 this week and complained about Drake Maverick for what happened to him on Raw. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so we'll see what goes with that. But I like the fact that you actually saw 205 guy actually using the wild card instead of the same exact people.
You right. You right.
Um,
And it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best moment on the show, but a damn sure if it wasn't something that made me sit there and go, what is this shit?
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn, that's messed up. How are you gonna say that about your husband?
It was fun seeing the Street Profits in the backstage.
Oh, they had so much fun.
Yeah.
That part with them and Paul Heyman was hilarious.
I like
Bruh,
the
bruh. Oh, yeah, they was having too much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good, dude. They
I like-
really are.
Yeah, I like the Nikki Cross versus Carmella.
Me too.
Thought that was a good
Me too.
match, and
I like her segment.
Yeah, me too.
I like that she sat there and was like, I have a bit of an accent. Please bear with me. That was like, that made me feel like it warmed my heart to hear her say that.
Yeah.
And how the crowd went with her. Like,
Mhm.
what the hell happened? Nikki Cross has charmed wrestling for some reason. What happened? Like, really, she has like all the fans sending her art and stuff all the time. And like, she's just like this super endearing character, but she was supposed to be like this nut. What happened?
Yeah.
It's still good though. I like it.
I like the whole Drake Maverick and R-Truth. I think those two are really like making this 24/7 style the most entertaining thing.
Yeah, just to hear the things he had to say
baby
about. Oh, yes, yes. I can't wait. The idea was one idea he had about it that I hope they do, but there was one thing he said that I noticed.
Yeah.
He said when he was doing like the writing and when they were writing for it, and he was thinking about what the title looked like, and he was like, "Man, everybody says it's ugly," and he's like, "You know what? Sometimes your babies are not the prettiest baby." So he said, "In the title, I'm gonna treat it like it's my baby."
Yeah.
Like, well, now there you go. You see it. So
This is baby.
this is baby.
Yeah, that was a really good. Like whatever they're doing with this 24/7, whoever's writing it, yeah, they deserve a.
Hurricane. He said Hurricane is
Yeah,
involved in some of the stuff
Hurricane
that
is
he
the
does.
big. Hurricane is a huge involvement in the 24/7. I think that's his. That's him and someone else's baby.
Yeah, yeah. He does mention that there are other writers that do bring him stuff. I
Yeah,
like there's a story he told him about how they brought it to him
yeah,
in a monotone voice.
yeah.
That was that stuff. But he said Hurricane is one of the funniest people. So good on him. Good.
And then we had the Ricochet AJ Styles match, and pretty much AJ went heel, and that was a great Raw.
He slapped the shit out that man.
Oh, they slapped the shit out of each other. I was like, how?
That was man. Listen, AJ be cheating because he got gloves on all the time.
Yeah, so
That should leave a mark on your face.
you hear it more too.
Yes. Yes. Damn.
We kind of have like a Kevin Owens babyface turn now.
I mean, for as much a baby face as he can be until he turns on you. You know how it is.
I want him to have like, and this is something. Oh, watch Chasing Glory had Kevin Owens on.
Okay.
That was a really good conversation. That was something that he wants to do. He's like, he wants to go full babyface and see if he could do it. Like he was like, I was never given a chance. I got a chance for like a couple of weeks, and I really enjoyed it. I think Kevin Owens could capture the crowd and really easily get the crowd behind him if he went babyface.
Well, see, if he wanted to do that, why the hell did he have to attack Big E?
That's the writer's fault.
I don't buy it. Big E is a national treasure. You don't just attack Big E.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Daniel Bryan
I
versus
trusted him before, though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Daniel Bryan versus Big E was a really good match.
Yes, it was. Oh my God, Big E! Come on, when's Big E gonna be champ? He's
Big
putting
E-
on matches like that was a main event level match.
Daniel Bryan was on I forgot which interview he was, but it was a couple months, like about a month ago back, and he learned that Big E is kind of one of the favorite people to be in the ring with now.
Really? Didn't
Yeah,
know.
he said because he's such a big dude, but he could do so much. He's so flexible that you could do a lot of things that not a lot of people could handle.
Look, we did not forget that split. We understand Big E. He got the flexibility on lockdown.
And then also Big E's got credit for saving Daniel Bryan a couple times in the match.
I'm sure somebody that strong has seen things about to go wrong and like corrected it and like yeah.
Like there was one spot I think it was a couple weeks ago where he does the move that Big E does in the corner.
What's known?
It's kind of like rock bottom.
Okay. Yes.
So there was one that Daniel Bryan went too fast, and when he lifted up, he curled up, so he would have went directly on his head. But Big E, with the strength he had, he gave him time to adjust and then went down.
See?
And then the timing with the backflip, there was one time that he almost landed on Big E with the backflip, and Big E like ducked under, so he didn't have time. And there's a lot of things like that. Like I give him credit for.
This is true, but tell me why. Oh, why? Because this has been a thing in wrestling. I've been watching it in the past few weeks. There was an old match, and it happened with Hugh Morris, I think, versus Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. His name. That was the night. I forgot what pay-per-view it was. I was watching. Shout out to the dude on YouTube, Wrestling with Regret, I think it is.
Yeah.
And he reviewed an old WCW pay-per-view, and he clipped him with a moonsault because Scott Steiner rolled the wrong way. Yep. And then the week before, Daniel Bryan got clipped because he rolled the wrong way. And I'm like, why do wrestlers roll that way?
Yeah.
The moonsault can never hit you if you roll towards the corner.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Stop it before you guys get knocked out.
Yeah. SmackDown has some highlights. Andrade versus Apollo Crews was actually really good.
Yeah, I know. And thank goodness it was a match. You know what I'm saying? Got to see it.
My only thing is I wish they kind of involved the IC championship and maybe made it a number one contender match.
This is true. Somebody needs to be set up after Shinsuke.
But we got a preview of SmackDown this week, and it's gonna be Babble versus Shinsuke for the IC title.
Let me just say also that has not been a good build up at all for anything, because I'm sure a lot of people don't even know what's happening.
No,
and that's sad.
Yeah, they just announced it today, actually.
I put out the retweet because it showed up, but I was just like, come on, dude. I knew about it because I think somebody said something about it last week, but that was online.
Yep.
Like, why do I have to do research to find these? That again, what portions, guy?
Yeah. For
What
sure.
did he do? Did he offend somebody? Did he
No.
give somebody the finger? Did he do that those hand gestures to Vince? And he's like, I don't like that guy. I can't trust him.
Yeah.
Uh
Ember Moon versus Mandy Rose was actually a solid match.
huh. And she whooped her ass. Good.
Good job, Ember Moon. I was happy she won.
Yes, they've been, in the story, they've been taunting her for a good long while.
They broke her Switch.
They threw magazines at her.
And they broke her Nintendo Switch. I'll be fucking furious too. You broke my Switch.
Listen, that's like $250. You better pay for that.
Yeah. Oh, break your face.
She gave her. Well, although that match was pretty cool in that there was some things I've never seen. There was a counter to one of Ember's moves that Mandy did where she flopped her on her face, and I was like, that was cool as shit. And she caught the hell out of that. Her finisher, dude.
I feel like you give these girls time and let them build chemistry, you're gonna get better and better matches. But you
Yep.
gotta give them time with their matches.
Mhm.
Ember's a smart wrestler, and I think she knows where a match should go. So Mandy should be the one listening and letting the match go because that's the veteran in the ring is Ember. Ember knows what she's doing.
And whatever it is they do it well because those two had again, there was a lot of matches that if that was like the main event of the show, that'd have been fine.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, damn, that was real good. And a lot of the fans don't know because even though we watched NXT, they didn't.
Yeah.
And so they don't know that Ember is a badass
Yeah.
and she can, rock with the best of them, including Asuka. So
Yeah.
hopefully more work.
Can we get Asuka on TV again, please?
Well, they talking about her. They made fun of
I
her.
want to see them.
I know. Even Paige wants to work. Let my girls work.
And then Heavy Machinery versus Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler. It was this thing was a weird segment. Like I didn't know what direction they were trying to go with it. I understand what Kevin Owens doing was kind of babyface ish, but also with his heel kind of attitude. But it was the beginning segment didn't like it just felt awkward. It felt out of place.
I mean, I appreciated the kind of making up making more story by showing the part where they were in the locker room.
Yeah.
And the whole trying to get along and the hot dogs, no hot dogs. Like stuff like that is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But like I see what you mean because it still leaves you confused as to where his character is supposed to be going.
I understand what you were trying to do, but I don't think they executed it properly.
Yeah.
Like after that whole segment, you didn't know. Well, you were like, oh, okay.
They're gonna work because they gave you the impression they were gonna do the damn thing and be a team.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
Yeah. And then they tag team against Heavy Machinery, which was a solid match and it was actually pretty decent. And then
but then don't forget that match was mandated by Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
So
and I actually liked the match. I thought the match was very solid.
Heavy Machinery is so good.
Just and I liked the ending when Kevin Owens stunned Ziggler.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it leaves you a little ambiguous, but it was a stunner. So I mean, DTA, right?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But then I also saw via WWE social media that they have another match as a tag team. So I'm like, damn, that's messed up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
We had a really solid NXT show. We had Mia Yim versus Aaliyah, which was a solid match.
That was pretty good, man. Like, see, I think Aaliyah's curse is that she's good at being somebody else's like victim.
Yeah.
Because now she has that thing that I started noticing about Carmella before she was leaving NXT, excuse me, is that she developed into a character.
Yeah.
And you could like she incorporates it well into the ring, and there was nothing like bad about that match at all. But it's just like she doesn't have the I want to pay attention to her. Vanessa Bourne on the other hand, damn.
Yes.
Damn.
She should have been in the match.
I'm just but her just being around the ring just made it better. You know
I really like the Adam Cole segment with going to Johnny Gargano's father's pizzeria. I thought that was perfect.
Very simple.
Yeah.
But really good.
I'm digging that. Kushida, we had a pretty much a wash match.
Yeah, he beat the hell out of that dude.
Yeah. We had a little preview of Killian Dane coming back to NXT.
He looked like he about to kill somebody. I don't know.
I'm just saying Walter needs fight, and Killian Dane is a big guy.
If he I could see him at some point winning the North American title, and then him and Walter having a showdown, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes versus Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Oh my god, that was such a good match, but I was sad.
He lost, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna win the match as well.
But yo, shout out to Grimes. I've only seen him like in periphery. Wasn't he on TNA?
He was
TNA?
in TNA, yeah.
Or
He was one of Shane Helms managed him for a
he was
while.
a big part of that. And I know while he was there for a while because he has like that almost Bruiser Brody-esque look to him, but that dude's got some like just impressive moves in his arsenal, dude. Like a, it's like very standard type of stuff, but just delivered originally. I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
And then we had Bianca Blair in action as well. A solid
Mm.
match, solid.
She beat the hell out of that girl.
And then main event was, I think, my match of the week was Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze.
NXT was so good. It had like 6 matches. How many matches it had?
4.
4. No, it had 5, at least 5.
5 matches, yeah.
Yeah.
You have 2 squash matches.
This is
You
true.
don't have to put a lot of time in those.
But even those were so good, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It was just an ass whooping.
We had Matt Riddle like in the gym.
Yeah.
He's suplexing the dummy. That was hilarious.
But he's actually going to be involved in the 10th anniversary Evolve show.
Oh, Matt Riddle?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But
yeah. Would you say match of the week is Tyler Breeze?
That's my match of the week.
Man, I gotta agree, dude. That was real good. Although there was a match on 205 Live this week that was real good.
There was some good matches on 205, and I want to give them credit as well. But the one that got me more hype into the match was this.
Yeah,
match.
this was real.
So one thing again, my little gripe with NXT is the fact that they never mentioned their match in Worlds Collide.
This is true.
I think you could have built up more animosity to that match with the match in the past, because Tyler Breeze does have actually a win over Roderick Strong.
Gotcha.
So I think that was the mistake that I wish they addressed it to it. But other than that, Tyler Breeze fits right into that NXT. It's just I posted this on the Wrestling Babble, and I posted this, and I've been saying this for a while. It's just, I love seeing Tyler Breeze back in NXT. I think he just found he's back wrestling, and something that he was really good at is wrestling. He's a great hand. He could build someone. He can make someone. He could roll around with anybody. So I'm happy that he's back. His character is NXT, and he's over as shit in NXT. So
yes, this is true.
I'm just happy to see him back, and it's really good to see him back.
Yes. And you know what? It's just that he's subtly found a way to evolve what was his original character, you know?
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's a bit more edge to it, but it hasn't been transformed differently. Like, it's, if you remember the old Tyler Breeze, you could look at him and go, oh, so this is the older Tyler Breeze. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can see that.
Yeah, like honestly, the problem with the gimmick wasn't the problem.
No, I never said it was a problem. I'm talking about you could see it evolve.
Yeah. No, that's 100%.
So you can see it much. Well, I didn't really want to say mature, but yeah, it did. Yeah. You can see his thing mature. Yeah,
and then his reactions and like that, and he's going more with the crowd. But then again, he still does his little heel thing, like "Don't touch me."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I need to get that shit.
Like, it's so good. That's what I'm saying. Oh, it's so good.
I need to get that shirt.
He has a shirt that says "Don't touch me" or "Ref don't touch." Oh my god, it should say "Ref don't touch."
Yeah, don't touch me.
That's real good.
I need to get that shirt. But that was my match of the week. 205 Live was also a fantastic show. If you're not watching 205 Live in NXT, then you're an asshole.
Yeah, because if you say you want some really good wrestling, there you go.
You're not watching the shows that you should be watching. Yep. We had a solid match, solid tornado tag match with the Lucha House Party, and
that was a really I love the Lucha House Party. I love them as a tag team. It doesn't matter which combination, but I love like the color synergy between Lindsay Dorado and the King of the Ropes. I can't remember.
Grand Metalik.
Yes, Grand Metalik. Thank you.
I like, you know what? You know, the one figure I really want to come out is Lindsay Dorado. I want an elite Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah, why not? They don't have a Lucha House Party yet.
No, they don't, and he don't have a toy yet either.
Oh,
Grand Metalik has a basic. He doesn't have an elite yet either. So Get on that.
Yeah,
I want
please.
Lindsay Dorado because his mask is dope.
Yes, it is. His outfits are dope, dude. He has a really good sense for color schemes.
Yeah.
Also shout outs to the Singh brothers too, because they're still entertaining as hell. And I love their again, like I was saying, you can't steal their color scheme.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, he's literally got like Bret Hart's boots on.
No, but they are huge Brett fans, so that's
Oh
the
no,
reason why.
you know who'll tell you. Nigel, he'll tell you like, oh yeah, they were trained by so and so.
And look at his boots. He wears Bret Hart's boots.
Yeah,
The one with the pants.
mhm.
He wears Bret's boots, the black and white with the star.
With the literal like the patent leather part. Oh, that's so good.
I like the gear. I like the match. Again, I'm happy they're bringing back tag team incorporated into 205. Makes me want to hope for maybe 205 tag titles.
This is true. And the 6-man was really good because if you saw the backstage, the talk thing, like, yeah, Tony Nese is generic, superhero or whatever. But when they got to freaking Oni Lorcan, he just looked like a crazy person. And he knows that. He knows that.
Oni needs the quiz. That's the person I would like to see Gulak drop the belt to.
Me too.
And I want to see that match.
You can't beat him because he's crazy.
Yes. That's be a shirt. You can't beat him because he's crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, tweet that. I gotta tweet that at him. Sure. But that match was really good. I'm loving the new Drew Gulak.
Me too. I think this is the edge he needed. And I like that he's the cruiserweight champ. I've been loving his matches, so I'm happy to see what he's doing. NXT UK was actually a really good one as well. He had an NXT Tag Team Championship match that what was the what's the new group's name?
Is it like it's not Excellence?
The Imperium.
Thank you.
Imperium jumped in and fucked them up. They fucked up Mustache Mountain. You had Piper Nevins versus Rhea Ripley, which was a really great match.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. When that group shows up, right, to beat you up, do they just send Walter to chop you? Is that just no? Really?
They all chop you.
Oh shit! Wow.
And they're all in black underwear.
Really? Even the German dude?
Yeah.
Wow.
He also had a singles match, which was actually really good this week.
Okay. Good stuff. Wow, I gotta get back on that. Man.
Yeah. Imperium is gonna be the truth. I again, that's money right there. Undisputed Era versus Imperium at War Games.
Yeah,
that has to happen. Rhea Ripley versus Piper Nevins was probably my female match of the week.
Okay.
It's really solid, good wrestling, and really, really just they beat the shit out of each other. I love Rhea Ripley, and I'm becoming a big fan of Piper Nevins because I never really watched her, and I've been watching some of her Stardom stuff, and she's really good.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I remember her in Mae Young Classic, and I liked her matches as well.
Mm-hmm.
You also got this chick made her debut. I forgot her name.
Which one?
Gabby. I forgot her name. Fuck. She was in the Mae Young Classic too. She was a blonde chick.
Oh, Gabby.
Yeah, she made her debut.
Was it Gabor? No, I forget her last name. I don't want to butcher it. She. Did they have? Oh, Jazzy. Excuse me.
Jazzy, yeah. Jazzy Gabber or something like that.
Yeah, I got it mixed up. It was backwards.
Yeah, she was really good, and she made her debut.
Okay, because remember, I know she impressed me off of, like the match she had in Mae Young, but like I haven't seen her career. So
she just came back to NXT UK.
So and you say her match was actually really good?
Yeah, she looks really good. She looks powerful as hell, and I think that's gonna be. I think they're gonna have like a powerhouse rivalry between Rhea Ripley, Piper Nevin, and her, and I think that's gonna be fucking great. Because you never actually really see the powerhouse women go at it. You only see they never have that they never had that edge on the women division at all.
This is true.
So, and even with Nia Jax doesn't really show the power that we think she could. I think, like again, when she wrestled with men, she was able to really showcase the power she had, and then she kind of has to go light-footed when she goes against women.
She should go to AEW and beat up Moxley.
Yeah, right. But Piper Nevins, Rhea Ripley, and Jazzy, they all show like raw power, and like holy shit, she just flung her like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm good for this.
Okay, good stuff.
Yo,
All
like
right.
freaking Rhea Ripley did that ankle lock she does on
Mm,
Piper. She lifted her straight up and fucking swing her with that thing ankle. I was
man,
like,
damn,
holy shit!
awesome.
Like I like seeing that. Like I think that's really fun to see, and it's like, yo, it's a different style of women's wrestling that we have not seen yet in WWE.
Mm. That's really true because we don't have a focus on any especially powerful women
No,
wrestlers anymore.
yeah, and
Mm-mm.
yeah, I'm gonna say this. Say this before. Yo, Rhea Ripley is the future. Like she's only 22 years old.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's an ass now. Like imagine the matches you're gonna get her with her down the road. Like especially with Tony Storm and that mix of the women's division. Zia Brookside as well. Like they have. Honestly, I think NXT women slightly have the better roster than all of them.
Mm-hmm. I
Like
see.
just wrestling wise. Like I'm not saying character wise, just wrestling, pure wrestling wise. I think NXT UK has the best division right now.
Okay. Gotcha. I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Like I love the main roster women. I love the NXT women, but like wrestling wise and what I've seen wrestling wise on this show, I think they have the best intentions of what they want to do with that women's division.
Okay.
And that's something that everyone should look at and it's like, yo, we should incorporate this because honestly, yo, it's a different style of women wrestling and it's also fun to watch because it's different.
And I,
It's not yeah.
and the other thing is about it is that when you incorporate it with the current mainstream styles, that's how you get different,
Yeah.
different types of matchups and things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like when Nia Jax comes back, you gotta get Piper and Evans in the main roster.
Or you can get Rhea
Rhea
Ripley.
Ripley.
Oh Lord.
You got to get those strong ones in the main roster because you actually have those big those big action packed matches with the stronger ones of the wrestling. You won't have the same style.
I think there's one style missing in this. That there's not any real lucha-esque women except
Um,
for Selena
Alexa
Vega.
a little bit.
No, I mean like legit lucha that could do like the same level of Ricochet or anything. Like,
Yeah.
who are the women that have that level of style?
Ember.
Hmm?
Ember Moon.
That's it. That's all we
Ember
got.
Ember Moon. Alexa could run
I'm
that
talking about
style.
like in all of wrestling, like
Alexa could
even
run that style.
TNA doesn't have. I mean, excuse me, even Impact doesn't have women with that style.
Dear Brookside.
That can do like the
Yeah.
ranas and all
Yeah,
that.
she does a lot of that. Yeah.
Do the cartwheels and land on her feet and like do the ricochet jumping out the ring. Like, where's
Uh,
that?
Candice LeRae.
Yeah, okay. That's
Io
this is
Shirai.
he doesn't really have matches with
Kari
anybody. Like
Sane.
get beat up by Io Shirai. Oh man, you're
Kari
right.
Sane.
She's not that type of
She's more a
wrestler.
technician, but she can high fly. She does a lot of high flying stuff. She does like a lot of the head scissors and things like that.
But there's literally no Lucians.
Yeah, there's no
Like
like
none,
full
zero.
like straight up lucha libre wrestling. No, they don't. They have like mixed versions. Like again, Alexa does a lot of she could do a lot of the hurricanranas and things like that. Ember Moon could do a lot of that because that's a lot of mix of her style. I think Ember Moon is the one that they don't let her use her full potential. She does a lot of those flips. She does a lot of those backflips and hurricanranas and things like that. And she just don't do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But like,
Zelina is great too, and I would like to see her more in a wrestling role.
well,
Uh,
we'll get a chance. They challenged the man and Seth Rollins.
yeah, no,
So
they wrestle on Monday. Yeah,
yeah, this is true.
yep. All right, so we had a good break in wrestling. We gonna have G1 and a lot of things going next week, so we have a lot of wrestling to watch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'll be at Extreme Rules next week as well.
And that's gonna be in what
And
city?
Philly.
What is it, like Philadelphia?
Philadelphia, yeah.
Born and raised on the playground. That's where you spend most of your days.
Yep. Going to some steak sandwiches.
Oh, you got do they just like are they on every street corner?
So every person I have talked to that ever been to Philly all have their own steak spot.
Really?
And so far, I've been to maybe 3 of the more famous ones, like the Tony
Yeah.
Luke's and things like that. And I didn't. Well, there was one I liked, and the rest I was like, it's okay.
So have you developed your own steak spot?
We're going to try 3 other ones the next time we go. So then I'll round it up and see which one I like most.
Oh, okay.
But I forgot the name of the one we went to. I gotta get the name and then I'll say it on the next cast. But that was the one I liked a lot, and they actually had they have this drink called the Gremlin in Philly. That's their famous thing. It's pretty much grape Kool-Aid with lemonade,
Okay. That
and
sounds
and,
pretty good.
and they're famous for that drink as well.
All right. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm watching a match between um this dude Antonio. What not Antonio? Fuck. What's his name? The one with the snake.
Not
Uh,
Jake.
no, not Jason. That's Cobra. Oh fuck. Santino Morella. Yeah, Santino
Oh,
Morella
yeah.
as Santina
Versus who?
versus Vicky Guerrero in a slot
Oh
match,
my God.
and he's dressed
Santana, yeah.
and they're having a slot match, and
Now, are they just throwing shit at each other?
they just threw mud at each other, and Chavo Guerrero's in it somehow, and uh,
Woo, boy. What year was?
this,
Do you remember the years that was stuff was going on?
let me just get the year because I'm not sure how.
Because I
This
remember there was SmackDown.
that was 2009.
Okay, I remember there was a period of SmackDown that I completely blanked out on. I mean Raw as well that I didn't see, but I knew there was. I knew there was. See, that's one of my favorite gifts. The around that time was when Titus O'Neil first got there, and they were doing the primetime players, and they had that terrible Thanksgiving eating competition.
Yeah,
And then it ends up in my favorite gif of he had a match after that, and then
yeah,
he threw he
yeah,
quote unquote threw up, and they put that little to censor it. WWE censored it with a little plate of what was it, of turkey with a knife and fork on the side in front of his face. Oh
yeah.
my god, that's so hilarious. But yeah, that was wrestling.
Oh wow. This one, yeah, Rey Mysterio's on the cover of this one, and yeah, I think
Was
Jeff
that
Hardy.
during the Dominic angle?
No,
Was that
this
the time period?
what Jericho. So Jericho and him had like a personal thing. I forgot what it exactly was, but
Okay.
they actually had a really
Did Jericho want Dominic? Is that what it was?
good.
I'm taking your son on tour with Fozzy. That's it, Ray. He's becoming my protege.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I think
wrestling is
Jeff
so
Hardy was champion at this time too. Yeah, it was world champion Edge versus Jeff Hardy in a ladder match.
really wow. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe I might watch. Which year you said
that
that
was
was?
2009.
Extreme Rules 2009. You said?
Yeah, as Rey
Okay.
Mysterio on the marquee.
Okay.
I guess we'll end it here.
Yeah. Go watch Extreme Rules 2009 if you want to see Vicky Guerrero and Santina throw mud.
Yes, in a slot match. Poor
Slop
piggies.
match.
It's
Hillbilly
like
Jim was there? No.
no, they were piggies. They were piggies on the other men. I'm like, poor piggies. They got all this violence and shit, and the piggies got to watch it.
It's warping their minds.
Like, what are they doing?
The piggies are gonna start hitting each other with chairs in the head. Oh no!
Yeah, so we're gonna leave it here. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for Guess What I Swear coming up next. Please follow us on all the social medias. I'm Mark with the Mic. You can follow me on our Facebook page of the Wrestling Babble and the Guess What I Swear. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch TV, Instagram, Tumblr, SoundCloud, and yeah, that's it. All Mark with the Mic
Yep.
and YouTube. Mark with the Mic,
This is true.
which is on here.
Dude.
And then follow Red Cycle Link on all their social medias on Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tumblr, WordPress, Twitter, and everywhere else, and Facebook.
The Facebook group. Yeah.
Yes,
It's all
follow.
red side pink, so you know what it is.
Yes. So
No
follow it
excuse.
all. Follow it all, and all remember always and remember follow the Jinkies.
Sandwiches.
Yes, the sandwiches. Peace out, laters, and enjoy all this wrestling.
Peace.
There's a lot of it.
Yep.